there, Grace families. I'm Pastor Jeremy, pastor of kids and students here at Grace.
And I'm Dani, the director of Infuse, which is our middle school ministry.
And we have some incredible announcements that we want to share with you that is going to give you the information you need to prepare for this new school year for your students, how we're going to support you and your kids, also with programs and all the things.
Yes.
But also to announce our new merge director. So make sure you listen to every piece of information that's in this video.
It's very important information. You don't want to miss it.
So specifically, let's start with what we think is the most exciting, and that is our new merge director, who's on the other side of this camera right now, and his name is Quentin Reagan. And he comes here from Cincinnati, and he is going to be bringing tons of energy. He loves programming. He loves students.
Imagine Jeremy's energy times like 10.
That's actually possible.
That's where
and
we're
if you don't believe me, wait till you meet Quentin.
Yes.
This weekend, he will be in the house this weekend. So if you're at Fuse, make sure you come and meet him. If you are a merge parent, still come by and say hi during any of our weekend services.
We'll be around West all weekend.
So what's happening this weekend in Fuse? Because something is actually happening this weekend.
Deal.
It is a big deal.
Opening the doors of Student Ministry West.
It's
for the
about
first time all summer.
Oh my word,
I know,
students, we miss
excited.
you so much.
Very excited. This weekend, it's just it's a Fuse hangout. We're just gonna play games. We're gonna have
It's called community
video
competitions.
Games, or just community
So does that mean
relationship
I get to spike
building.
the ball on you?
You don't get to spike on middle schoolers. That's mean.
No, I said on you.
Oh no, that's also mean.
Fun.
Video games, friendship bracelets.
It's going to be a blast. Just be here.
School things.
It's going to be awesome. You'll get to meet some of your new small group leaders. For those of you who haven't met some new ones, we will have some changes. So we're excited to make that happen.
And then starting the weekend of the 14th and 15th, we are going to start diving into some Hope Month content.
Yep.
And we are talking about healing the broken place of decay this year. So we will be sharing some of that with our students too.
And getting our students in action to be an agent of healing the place. A broken place of decay. The other thing is there's a huge change that's happening specifically for our Fuse students.
I'm pumped.
But oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We are calling this brand new student ministry experience Collide. Did you catch it? Fuse and merge are
colliding.
That was the really fancy thesaurus.com.
It took me
change.
a really long time of clicking through different synonyms.
Collide. This is what Collide is. The second Sunday of every month this school year, unless some holiday or Christmas break or fall break lands on it. Second Sunday of every month, every student from 6th grade through high school are going to be invited to South Auditorium on Sunday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. These are going to be big nights. All the programming you can think of, all the big fun stuff, and it all starts on September 12th. Now, I know that's a little bit farther away, but we want you to know it's just going to be huge. We're bringing in food trucks. We're bringing in huge games. It's going to be amazing.
And even though it doesn't start until September 12th, we're giving you a sneak preview on August 22nd.
That's right, because on August 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m., all students are invited to a all-student ministry worship night that's going to mirror what Collide will ultimately look like. Maybe not all the big fun and games that we're going to do on September 12th, but it's going to be an incredible experience. And Fuse parents, this is why this is important. We are trying to do our best to bring a more inviting culture to our student ministries for your middle school kids. We know inviting a friend at 9 a.m. isn't the easiest thing to do, and who actually wants to do that? Quite frankly, your student needs to want to be awake. So we are creating an evening experience on Sunday night that is going to be for Fuse and merge students. So maybe you're listening to this and your first thought is, but what are you going to speak about to a 6th grader and a senior?
We're not.
We are going to do all the big games and worship together. Then we're actually going to split for 2 different teaching and small group experiences that are going to make it still as top-notch discipleship content that is age appropriate.
Yes.
So that huge things to look forward to when it comes to that. And September 12th, it is from 5 to 8, I should say, because we're doing games and big things for an hour before we do any worship. So 2 big dates, August 22nd, and then September 12th. Don't forget those 2 dates.
Yep, yes. And because of Collide, the weekend experience in Fuse is going to look a little bit different this year, too.
Yes, intentionally, for sure.
Yes. So we have noticed that with shorter services and just in a post-COVID world, it feels like our students aren't getting a lot of small group time, and we wanted to change that.
Yep.
So part of why we're doing Collide is so that in the 60 minutes that your students have with their small group and their small group leader over the course of the weekend, it is intense, and really they get time to build relationship with each other and talk through the Word of God and study what they're going to be talking about and really get deep into it instead of just glancing over it for 20 minutes at the end of service. service.
Sunday morning and Saturday night, it's going to be about going as deep as possible.
Well, what they're going to do when they come in is they're going to watch a recap video from the message that they will be given at Collide. So they'll watch like a 3-5 minute video recap, and then they will be given small group questions specifically off of that recap video to talk about during small group time. And we really are excited. We think it'll be a great way for students to connect more with their small group leaders and their other small group peers as well.
Absolutely. 2 more really quick things. One, what this means for Merge students is the next big event is on August 15th, and we are actually meeting at Dillon Park. We're having a cookout just from 6 to 8. It's a hangout time, a lot of games, having some hot dogs and some other, typical cookout foods. So make sure you're there 6 to 8, Dillon Park.
Yes.
Last big piece of information I want you guys to be aware of as parents. Be in preparation. In the next week or two, you're going to be getting a lot of information from me, emails from me, about our fall retreats for both middle school and high school. My gosh, I cannot wait. We just had a long
It's been a long time
preparing
since
for
we've done a
this.
retreat.
So we are excited to announce that we are having fall retreats. The middle school one will be the first weekend of October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And the high school retreat will be the second weekend of November 11th, 12th, and 13th, I believe it is.
Save the date.
There is a lot in this video.
Yes.
We hope that you cut all of it, but
just keep in mind, we gave you a ton of dates and a ton of information. So we have that first Collide on September 12th, which means that starting on the weekend of September 18th and 19th, it's kind of
normal programming.
How you know it. So we got Fuse during each service hour. We've got with the small group changes that we're doing, and we've got regular Merge that night from 6 to 8.
Let's go. Hope to see you guys there.